Hey guys, I wanted to make a video real quick talking about some of the Mage stuff coming in the alpha. I'm just kind of like going through things and giving my thoughts. So, one issue that people have brought up with the changes is that basically we're losing a lot of spells and stuff like that, and how they're like dumbing down the game or whatever. I'm trying to be more optimistic here, so bear with me. Hopefully, I can convince you of some of this stuff and why it's good, but also some of the stuff that needs to be worked on. So right off the bat, the class tree has a lot of stuff that's actually, I think, like gone untalked about, I guess, or people have not appreciated as much. Um, so some of the first stuff that we noticed, like right off the bat, is the whole like removal of defensives with mirror images and GI, which is actually really like I don't mind it at all, especially mirror images. I did not like this spell at all. Obviously very powerful, but yeah. My only issue is that this spell's identity kind of just seems odd now because it doesn't really do anything. Like 3 points for a spell that has no really useful value in any level of like AOTC plus gameplay seems rather strange to me, right? Um, so I hope they look at these 3 points and do something about them. I don't mind mirror image staying, but certainly not take up 3 points. And obviously GI removed damage reduction, but there's actually something really cool. So obviously GI gives you like a bunch of movement speed right now, 60% for 6 seconds. But what has gone unnoticed is that it's 2 minute baseline, but now you can reduce it by 60 seconds. So now you have a 1 minute cooldown, 60% movement speed for 6 seconds, which is actually like incredibly powerful. This is something that Mage actually struggles with forever, where we just don't have movement speed buffs. This will help with movement a lot. Like, especially with the loss of some of our other mobility things, being able to traverse long distances is really good with Shimmer, but movement speed buffs are also really powerful. So don't sleep on this, I guess, is what I'm saying. The other thing is, like, I wonder if Mass Invis will work with this, whether other allies can get our movement speed and whatever. Will be interesting. Barrier, the fire barrier is pretty mid. Honestly, I don't really know what the damage portion of the barrier is meant to do. Like, it doesn't really do anything. So I would like them to look at this. Maybe make it heal like a portion of the damage taken from the hit, as opposed to the damage that it absorbs. So that it acts as like a mini death strike while the barrier is up instead. Yeah, that would be nice. The other thing that I wanted to mention, this is kind of like an aside with Frostfire, but notice that Ice Block's cooldown is now 3.5 baseline, and it's reduced down to like 2.5 and then eventually 2 minutes, right? Uh, 3.5 is incredibly powerful because of this. And I think this was intentional. Frostfire spells will now reset or interact with Ice Cold, an Ice Block. So you can either reduce it by 30%, so this would make it like 3.5 base to like basically just under, just yeah, around 2.5 base, slightly shorter. And with all the CDR, Ice Cold's going to be up quite often, which is incredibly powerful. And then the other one is Cauterize will reset the cooldown of Ice Cold, which is really cool because also with Frostfire, or maybe it's Sun Fury. Let me see. Oh, it's Sun Fury. I guess it doesn't apply, but Cauterize no longer damages you, so it's like a better cheat death. But anyway, the conclusion with the class tree is I think there's some cool stuff here. My only gripe is like I've spent 29 out of 34 and I've like drawn up this for what I would imagine I'd want to take in raid. I have 5 points spare and I actually don't care about anything. And that feels really bad. Uh, I don't know, like I feel like we just need more points. Like you could take up so many talents like here. Let's just take Ice Nova because it does like if you compare Ice Nova to IB, Ice Nova's damage is like not terrible, so maybe it'll do something in AoE. It'll take Time Minute just to give us more AoE damage. Ring of Frost slash Mass Poly, you're never pressing, right? It's pretty niche. Um, this point is very perplexing. Nobody can use this other than like Frost Mages, and I guess maybe with the reset from this, maybe that will work with Ice Cold. But 10 seconds, like I don't know, that seems so strange. This is a nothing burger point. So okay, and I have Decurse already. Let's take Spell Steal. Okay, let's take Supernova. And then I'll like let's take Ring of Frost, sure. Or actually I guess Mass Invis. Like what am I missing here? Three mirror images that do nothing. Hyperthermia that does nothing. Frost Nova charges and duration that does nothing. So really like I have everything that I could ever want. Like maybe Mass Invis slash Ring of Frost, like that's not a choice. And keep in mind, this is with me taking Ice Nova for damage, Time Manipulation for more damage? Question mark. And I'm taking all the other utility possible as well. Like it just seems odd. We just need some more things in here that I actually care about. I think the answer to that is basically these 4 points need to be changed. Um, this stuff is for PvP, I guess, so it's like whatever. But I should be incentivized to take these 4 points so that I'm competing with something else. I think making our barrier like maybe more powerful or nice to use would be interesting. Um, or just giving us something else that kind of like augments our kit in niche ways, I guess. But that's gonna be kind of challenging without making us broken, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, onto the fire side.